Hey guys, welcome back to Save File as Paralegal. My name is Talia for those of you that are new, and I currently work as a house counsel legal assistant here in the state of Florida. For those of you that are returning, be sure to like and comment so that I know that you are here, and welcome back. Today is Tuesday, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's probably going to be a super light week for me. My attorney calendar is not super packed this week because of these stay orders. I think I explained to you guys, we had a crazy influx of cases filed with the law change and the statute of limitation being shortened. So we have been like flooded with cases, but because of these stay orders, all of these things that are like due usually 20 days after the complaint are now being, you know, pushed out. So June, I think it's June 1st or 2nd, July, August, it's a list of dates, but we have like a ton of cases that will have been due on June 1st, which is soon, okay? And so it has made like our influx kind of at a lull because we can't, when a stay order is attached to it, we can't do anything, we can't work on it. So it's gonna be a light week. I was out on Friday, and so coming back on Monday was the regular run-of-the-mill type deal, catching up on emails. Now I wasn't upset, but it was just like, dang, why didn't you say anything? In my department, we have a person, like we have a backup. So the backup is for emergencies only, and if something needs to go out. So I had a settlement package that needed to go out, but she wasn't able to complete it. So instead of like reaching out and saying, hey, this wasn't able to go out, she didn't get to it and sent me an email like, hey, I didn't get to do this. And all she needed to do was combine the documents. I had already made everything. I made the tracking number, and I'm trying to, sorry if I look like I'm bouncing, but I'm trying to look in the camera and not in my view thing. But I had already made the tracking number. I had already did the documents. I was just waiting for my attorney to sign, and he didn't get to sign them before I left on Thursday. So it really was just like, but the thing that tipped me the most was my attorney, even though he was CC'd on all these emails, he knew that you didn't sign them until the following day when I wasn't there, emailed and said, can you look into this and see why this didn't go out? Girl, what? I mean, he's not a girl, but I was like, what? Like, and he does that a lot, and my supervisor was able to like give me some context on that. His last LA was making a lot of decisions and doing a lot for him that's kind of like out of the scope of what we're supposed to be doing. But I'm not her, but I am not her, and I am never going to be making decisions out of the realm and out of the scope of my authority. That is so crazy to me, because it's like, you're the attorney, okay? Like, the decisions that this young lady was making, out of pocket. I don't care if you have experience, like, no. So I think it left him, and they were paired together for like 5 years, and I think it made him like, that's what he, you know, it's been 5 years, so that's what he just comes to expect. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I want to talk to you guys too about my LSAT schedule, not schedule, but studying, how that's been going. It's been hectic. But I can tell that he does not read. He acts like he can't possibly find this information on his own. I have to find it. And that's annoying. Like, I don't feel like he's self-sufficient. Like, and you know, I'm okay if you're just like, hey, in the file, I can't find this. But for you to act like you can't touch it at all, that's crazy. For you to act like you can't type in the number, like, I'm not at your beck and call. Crazy. So I don't know, but let me update you guys. So I have been this month, and please excuse, I can keep marking off. This month I am doing my reading. I'm reading the reading comp book. And last week was not a good study week for me. On Monday, I took a diagnostics test and I was not very happy with the score. And I was like, I scored higher when I wasn't paying attention. Which was true. I scored higher on the last diagnostics test and I was not paying attention, which was crazy. So when I actually paid attention and put my effort in, I scored lower. Like 10 points lower, like crazy. So it kind of derailed me from studying for the rest of the week. On top of that, I had like some appointments and I had stuff too. And I just, after that, I kind of like nah. Now, it's not taking me that long to read that reading comp book because it's only 10 chapters. The whole book, I think, is only like 411 pages, not super long. So this schedule that I have is pretty hefty for the structure of that book, but I wanted to get myself back into the habit of doing that because the books to follow that, they're not short like that. They're very lengthy. They're very you know, they're very lengthy. They're very lengthy. They're very length, like, I don't know, their length, they're longer. The reading, the, you know, material is more. And my overall, now that I'm literally on chapter 9, so I can say this because I've gotten through the full book. I don't know if that book was the best way to learn for me. So I don't know, my thing was like, let me get through all the reading and then I'm going to I looked into the 7 gauge or 7 sage, and I think, you know, that's gonna be really good. So I'll start paying for that after I get through the reading. But I'm further along than I planned. Like, it's supposed to take me a whole month to read those 10 chapters and it literally took me maybe a week and a half because I didn't read at all last week. So that means on week 1 I had got through a lot of the book. So this week I'm back on it, but I did get discouraged after doing that diagnostics test and I was like, eh. So anyways, back on my big one, and I'm gonna probably finish the book like today, between today and tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure out like what I do, because I'm definitely like in the habit of like 2 hours, read for an hour and a half, drill for half hour. Like, I'm in my schedule. But that diagnostic test had me feeling away. It really did. It had me feeling away. So that's the update on that. Almost done with that reading comp book. And then the drills in there, like, you have 8 minutes and 45 seconds to read those passages and then answer those questions. And I think that, first of all, I'm not meeting that right now. So I have to work on my time management, because it's really hard for me right now. And maybe because I'm not used to it, you know what I'm saying? So it's really hard for me right now to just be reading that, making sure I understand, making sure I know what the main point is, the tone, the structure, going back and forth to see what details, and trying to put the questions together. Like, I just cannot, right now I just can't do it in 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Cannot. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So I'm trying to find some free resources, which I think I did on either Khan Academy, I think it's called. So once I finish reading this Power Score book, I'm going to start on the free material, and then that's what I'll be doing until the end of the month, because next month I'm reading the Logic. I gotta see what this book is called, but I start a whole different book next month. So yeah, but I got discouraged last week, and I was like, oh, when I really should have been in it to win it. So anyways, let me stop blabbering and get back to working here. I have to reach out on today's agenda. I have some settlement files that I need to follow up on. Looks like I have some scheduling tasks that I need to complete. So we have some discovery due. That was due on Friday that did not get done. We have an answer due today. I feel like we have an answer due every day with this influx of files. And then I think that's pretty much it. So that's gonna keep me busy, but that's better. So anyways, I will chat with you guys soon. Bye. All right, you guys. I don't even know really what to say, but I was getting a little bit stressed. So during my lunch break, instead of working out, I just took me a bath. I took a sit down bath, and I feel a lot better now. Hold on, I gotta put my deodorant on. Wait a second. I want to tell you guys really quickly, or give a tip rather. If you have an attorney who tends to be a little deadline challenge, what you can do to cover your behind so you also don't miss the deadline, so you make sure the deadlines are not missed. Is when you're going through the week before to verify your calendar, on your calendar, not your attorney's calendar, on your calendar, those discovery due dates, put them on your calendar as well. So the week before, you should be confirming your calendar and your attorney's calendar. So that way you can see, oh, we have an answer. I do this with my answer and my discovery. I don't have to, because we actually have a system where there are like to-do tasks everywhere. But if you don't have this same system, calendar your deadlines on your calendar. I know some of the LAs here, they like to calendar everything that's on their attorney's calendar is also on their calendar. To me, that's just too much, because I'm not in deposition with them. He knows he has to go to deposition, you know what I mean? But deadlines, calendar on your calendar. And important deadlines like proposals for settlements, a dismissal needs to be filed, those type of things needs to be on everybody's calendar. I think like big thing, critical things like that needs to be on everybody's calendar, period. So I got but $77, $76, and $80. But calendar it on everybody's calendar. That way you'll never miss a deadline. I never miss a deadline. I never miss a deadline because of that. So much is going on right this second, but that's cleared up. I'm about to process a proposal for settlement in, but for some reason my request to produce attachments, they were janky AF. So we're about to go ahead and get that going. My camera's about to die, which means I'll see you guys on tomorrow. You guys be blessed, be well. I'll talk with you guys soon. Bye. Good morning, you guys. Ooh. Uh-oh. I am logging into work. Today is Wednesday, and I'm about to have both of my computers going today. I got up. I've been trying to get up earlier. And today, girl, not the two mouses. I have two sets of these. One for my laptop and one for work. This saves long, especially because I wear nails. That's why I originally got it. I'm about to have this going and turn this on. Ooh. I'll be for real. Let me see. What is this? I wanted to say thank you guys for showing love on my recent videos. I've been posting every week consistently, and thank you guys for liking my videos, for watching and tuning in and bearing with me. Like I was saying, I got up earlier because so I got up. I've been trying to get up earlier to start my day. I think I need to, I just need to be getting up earlier. I do know that. So I got up this morning at about 6:48. Why is that so specific? Because that's the time. I don't know. Anyways, I was up before my alarm, which goes off at 7 a.m. if I get up. And I got up and I studied. I did my LSAT study this morning because today I need to go do my laundry. I cannot hold it off anymore. Sis don't have no underwears, okay? So I don't have a clean bra in this mug. It's just all bad, okay? So yeah, and then I had a charge for something I canceled, so I had to deal with that, but that didn't take that long. But I did my LSAT study before work because after work I have to go get my nephew and I gotta do laundry. Like, I keep telling myself I'm not gonna do this, but here I am doing it. So what I'm doing now is I have my computer up because one, I need to fill in, this isn't it. So I'm about to listen to some LSAT things and go ahead and get working. Last night I did my complete research of schools, and let me pull up my sheet and I can tell you guys what's on it. So I did because I realized I didn't really know what I was aiming for as far as score. Everybody wants a good score, right? But what does that look like in the school that you're trying to get to? Because not everybody, you know, want, you know, not everybody is shooting for that 175 or one, you know, higher 170s because they're trying to get into an Ivy League school. That's not everybody's case. And so I looked and researched the schools that I wanted to go to for both full-time and part-time. You got, I work a full-time job, so I do want to go to, wait a minute, though. Anyways, so I went on and researched where it was located, cost of attendance, and not just the general cost of attendance. I didn't even realize some of these fees existed. There are some schools that have a student activities fee. There is schools that have a seat holding fee. Nobody talks about that. So like if you go there, you have to pay, and you have to pay within a certain amount of time. They tell you that. They have law student activity fees, rec fees. Of course, you have fees using that LSAT every time you want to send, on top of application fees. So I researched that. And then I researched median LSAT scores for the schools that I wanted to go to. I also researched study areas and specialties, only because in my mind, right? In my mind, I'm like, okay, most law schools have to be teaching like the same thing, only because some people, you know, you usually go like where your money affords you to go. And I also had to research, should I be going in a state where I want to practice, or does it matter if I go there to learn, you know, the basis of everything, and then go home to the state I want to practice and take the bar? And that's not always feasible. So most people go to law school in the state where they intend to practice, which I never thought about that. So, and every law school doesn't have the same specialties. Some people don't have trial advocacy. So if you're interested in learning that skill, you may not get that in school. You may have to get that doing externships and things like that. You may have to get that experience, or once you start working. So that was it. Application deadlines. And I found some really interesting things. Some schools, you have to submit your application by a certain date. So I'm going to give an example. There's one school where the application deadline is February 15th. However, they will take, for this, and it's just for this year. It may change next year when I actually apply, because I plan on applying in January or February. But they will take, if you apply, right, they will take like the April LSAT up until May. And there's one school that you have to apply by March 1st, but they will take your June LSAT scores. Who knew? Like, I didn't know. I thought you had to have all that done before you turn yourself around and be applying to these people's stuff. So I thought that was interesting. But I also did like application fees and then application requirements. Some schools, a lot of schools, you have to do the application, of course, a resume, and a personal statement. Some schools do not require letters of recommendation, but you can opt for an optional essay. Some schools just want those three things. Like, it's wild to me that there are so many differences in these things. But so I had to take some time yesterday and really map that out, because child, who knew? There's a lot of things I really didn't realize, and there's a lot of things people don't really speak about. And I think because like the LSAT test itself is such a big part and it takes up so much of your time and energy, but in my personal opinion, it makes more sense like for you to be working on both. Like, in all of these requirements, especially like, I think that should be your first step. If you're considering going to law school, you need to do that basic research and then worry about the LSAT. Because now, like, the score that I had in my mind, that's not the median score for the top 5 schools that I want to go to. Which tells me that if I reach that goal, or something close to that goal, I apply to these schools, I can potentially get some really good scholarship money. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I also looked at like first time bar passage, and some of the people's favorite schools don't have real good percentages. So that's like crazy to me, to think that I would be paying $74,000 a year for school, right? For 3 years in a full-time program, $74,000 a year, not including housing, or that's just the cost of attendance or miscellaneous fees. I will be paying that yearly for a school, and the first time bar passage rate is 61%. Or I could go somewhere else and be paying $21,000 a year, and their first time bar passage rate is 82, for more than half. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's just like, whoa, like, whoa. So that's where I would start. Like, pick the schools that you want to go to, look into those things, and then start studying. That way you know what you should be aiming for. You always, of course, want to aim for your best. You, of course, want to aim for your best, but like I said, of course you want to be aiming for your best. Like, that is the whole point of this. But you also want to put yourself in the best position to go for free. Like, put yourself in the best position to go for as little cost as possible. So listen, girl. Anyways, I'm about to listen to Khan Academy's, because I am done with, I'm on my last chapter of the reading comp book. And then, which I'm so happy, that book, girl, when I tell you, man, well. Like, when I tell you that, child, there's nothing else to learn. And the crazy thing is, like, there's only 2 really concepts. They could have, that it shouldn't have been that long. But there is a lot of free drills in there, but whew, I'm glad that it's over. Okay, so I'm on chapter 10, which is the last chapter, and it's about time management, which is what I'm struggling with. I am not getting, so they say that you have about 8 minutes and 45 seconds to read and answer each questions, and I am not getting it done in 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Like, I need 10 minutes. Yeah. So there's that. But anyways, I'm about to listen to what they're talking about and work, and I will talk with you guys when I can. Bye. guys, happy Thursday. I actually had no intention of coming on today, only because today has been crap. Okay, it's been crap. I have been literally, from the time I set my tush in this seat to right now, I have been working, emailing, calling, verifying, learning how to do a subpoena for record custodian, whatever the hell, all of the daggone things. Okay, all of the things. And but I wanted to kind of, you know, give you guys a real, you know, this is realistic. Like, this is it. I'm in here, can't get my nephew off the and I just want to tell you guys, like, this is how my day went. I wish that I could show you guys all of the emails that I have sent, but you know, I can't. Oh gosh, 36 emails today. And the thing about, you know, of course, when you get an email as a legal assistant or a paralegal, it's not a simple, oh, received or things like that. You are constantly being asked to provide something, to follow up on something, to figure out why this is like this, to research something. Like, it is so constant. And I think, and I want to do a video on this, and I have shared this with you guys before, where I currently work, the lines between legal assistant and paralegal is so blurred that there is no difference. You guys know I come from working in smaller firms, and the legal assistant did more of the admin type things. The paralegal did not. The paralegal did the drafting. They were locating case information, verifying details. They were taking testimony from clients, running down these interrogatories from clients and things like that. You know what I mean? More of like the guts. They were handling discovery. Where I work now, we do all of that. We do all of that under the title legal assistant. I'm doing the writing, I'm merging the forms, like, and it's not heavy writing, but nobody is writing from scratch. You know what I'm saying? And if you do need to write from scratch, like, we didn't have, yeah, you done? Here I come. We didn't have forms for a motion, so my attorney had to draft the motion from scratch. You know what I mean? But usually, you know, you're not doing a lot of drafting. You're changing, copying and pasting, pulling from other things. But I'm doing that. I'm creating shells. I'm verifying signature. Like, oh my gosh, it is so overwhelming because of the influx of cases. I am just like, I'm so frustrated. Don't ask me for shit. Like, and I think what was frustrating me the most is, one, I don't have anybody to talk to about it. I don't have anyone. I don't have you know, anyone that would understand what I'm explaining, you know, when I'm talking about this type of thing. And also, it's frustrating because with my attorney, his last LA really carried him. Like, I understand what is going on now, because he literally, I take so much time and effort to make sure my notes are clear, they're in places where you can find it, my documents are clear, everything is super clear, super easy, all these things. And he's still like, where are we at with this? It is noted, sir. All you have to do is click in the file and read. And I do that all day long. And yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. Yes. And I have had it. Like, I don't want to hear from anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to be asked anything. On top of that, we've had an answer due every day. And what that means when we have an answer due is I have to also prep the file. So I have to make sure we have our claims file, we have all the documentations. I have to go through and make sure that the people that open the file put all the information in. We have everybody's contact information. On top of that, I have to draft letters. I have to draft discovery. I have to draft discovery responses if it came in with a complaint. I have to track down a return of service. Like, and I have been doing that multiple times a day, every single day, and I'm fed up. Like, I'm done. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to hear from nobody. Don't ask me for SHIT. Don't tell me about nothing. Like, I don't want it. And that's how my freaking Thursday is going. It is almost 4 o'clock. So I'm literally just now getting to where I can look at my to-dos and do some of these follow-ups that are like past due. But I'm over that too. I'm over that too. So let me go, because I'm about to, my nephew, I'm about to take him right on out of here. So I gotta go. You guys be blessed and well. I'll talk with you guys on Friday. It is Friday. Today's Friday. I'm not talking to you. And I have been working. It's 11:55. I have managed to get breakfast on the table, which is just a bowl of cereal. I made a smoothie. Okay. I boiled some eggs. I did get up this morning to do not climb. What you got in your mouth? Oh, cheese. Go finish eating.
Hey guys.
To wash my dishes and clean my kitchen and boil my eggs. So, oh,
that's Asmin.
Yep, that's okay.
Okay.
It's okay, buddy.
Hey guys, if we just eat breakfast and we're eating a walrus. It's a walrus. Walrus lives in the ocean. Yo, there's tusk. I got a jolly one.
So I have been working. I'm covering another LA's desk today.
I got a jolly one. See? Yeah, I got a jolly one. It's you these tusks. Yo, these tusks, there's the one nose and those eyes.
All right. I also, I'm covering another LA's desk today. So, her attorney though is on top of her-ish. She messaged me yesterday like, hey, I have 2 answers due tomorrow. And you're such and such backup. Like, she cleaned up her document. She cleaned up her, service portion. I didn't have to correct anything. I literally just checked to make sure there was no errors and filed. Like, she did that. She did that. So that was all. So I got that done. We have discovery due today, which is what I'm in the middle of doing, is sending out the discovery and filing. So the agenda today for work is I have some incoming discovery that I need to sort through. I have 2 subpoenas that have to go out today. So I'm literally, that's my next thing. I have 2 subpoenas that need to be filed and go out today. Okay, and then
let's go water the plant.
We'll water it.
Why not?
During our lunch break.
Okay.
Okay, before we go to the park. Okay. And then I need to work on my to-dos. I am in this week, which is good. I think that I'm caught up until, I think I have one that is from, yeah, see if she done.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her.
Yeah, see if she done. Caught up until I have one from Monday, but I think I'm in this week. I do know that, so I'm not behind. And all of like my criticals have been addressed. So I'm going to go ahead and get working. I just wanted to pop in and chat. So yeah, let's get going.
Where are they hiding out today? See how little Grace is doing this morning.
This has just been
One of the things that's really cool about
this has
Grace
not been a good
is
week.
just how far she's come in just a few months. One of the things I'm really noticing these days,
it just hasn't been a good week.
Initially, she just really could not grasp.
She
couldn't.
I couldn't even get up to
very flat palm.
get dressed for the day. It has been non-stop. Let me have the remote chip so I can turn the TV down.
One of the things we
Toss it back.
saw was Kashada kept Grace really
Easy,
close to
yeah.
her.
Easy.
And I think part of that was Kashada's mother decided she was very protective.
Huh?
But
Thank you.
also because Grace is pretty
I feel like there were little fires everywhere and I was the extinguisher. And what's even frustrating, what makes it like worse is that I'm like dealing with things that I have never dealt with before. Cool. I'm utilizing my resources, making sure I'm checking the resources that are given to us to make sure like, okay, maybe I'm missing something. Am I missing something? Yada yada yada. Reaching out to the group chat to my teammates. Hey, have you guys ever heard of this? Like, is this like this? Is this how you guys do things here? Whoop de whoop. And when I tell you nobody's like reading, like even now, why are we having this back and forth? Why are we having this back and forth? And I just told you that it doesn't work. Like,
I want to know what. I want to know what it is. I want to know what it is. What is it?
It's another one in the refrigerator.
I hear y'all.
Yeah.
Mission is to care for their lives
That's okay,
by their inspiring stories and protect their wild habitats around the world.
This is like one of those weeks where you're just like, this sucks. All of this sucks.
So whenever there's something new or something weird, the draft usually will pick up on it. Feeling good? I'm ready. Alright, let's rock and roll.
You guys, we'll try it again next week. I am like tapped out. I don't have any more brain capacity to give. Like,
Typically, there's one thing guaranteed to get the draft moving.
Bye.